Hey folks, my name is Megan and welcome back to Fireside Farms. Today we're going to talk about how I use my chickens to compost, and then I'm going to show you how we finish our compost and we're going to actually flip some today. So let's go inside and grab what I have from the freezer and then bring it back out and we'll get started. Babe, let me in. Hey guys, so I have my bags of scraps for the compost. Really what I do is just anything that I don't want to feed to the chickens, which isn't really a whole lot. I'll throw a lot to them, but like this pineapple top, they're not gonna eat that. Corn husks, they probably won't eat that. So little things like that, other things that, you know, might make them sick. So instead of coming out to the compost pile every time I have something, I just throw it in a Walmart bag in the freezer. And then when the bag is full, usually takes about a week, I will bring it out and put it in the compost as I do my weekly flip of the compost. So I'll mix parts of veggies in with parts of weeds or other greens or browns that I find laying around and just keep that compost pile going. So if I needed compost for my garden right now, I could sift out the good compost that's in, and I'll show you that right now. So here's my compost sifter. It's actually a DIY feeder for a beehive, but my bees absconded this year, so I'm using it to sift out compost when I need good, soft, loamy compost to put in my garden beds right this second. Because I'm constantly adding things to the compost pile, I usually have a pretty mixed up pile of really big pieces and then really broken down compost. So this is my compost right now. It's broken down quite a bit. This has been here for a while. But I do always add a little something to it every time I flip the pile. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let me walk you over to the chicken coop and show you how they break down my wood chips. So as you can see, there's not a pile of wood chips right here. That's because I rake it up into a pile every day and then they get in there and scratch it all out, helping to break it down, depositing manure. And I rake it back up until it's a pretty good consistency, and then I take that broken down wood chip compost and put it in the main compost that I just showed you guys. So it is a little labor intensive. I don't mind the labor. Perhaps it's not a way for someone who is unable to do the labor or doesn't want to do the labor to do it, but I will explain my reasoning in a different video, which I'm going to do about my whole chicken system and why I chose this method. But for now, I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse while I rake this into a pile. Now when you're making your pile of wood chips, you can leave like a little divot in the center, like a little volcano, to help retain water, and then you can throw food scraps in there to help them get their manure more in the pile. Sorry, it's early, I'm out of breath. I found that doesn't really help because these girls are in here all day, besides when I let them out in the mornings when I'm doing my chores. So they get bored, and this pile is decimated by the end of the day. It wouldn't have mattered if I made a little volcano out of it. All done, and one of them's already in there, so let's walk you over to the pile and flip that and show you how I layer my new material into old compost. So the reason I'm doing all this compost stuff on a cold, a little breezy day is because it's raining, finally. So in the desert, it never rains. And if I can move the compost on a rainy day, it just makes my life easier and I waste less water and use less electricity for my well because I don't have to spend quite a significant amount of time watering this whole pile in when I'm done. So let's get on with my cardio for the day. So once I get a good first layer of the old compost down, I will throw probably half that Walmart bag in there and then start shoveling again. Let's see what's on the menu today. We have corn husks, eggshells, coffee grinds with coffee filter, broccoli stems, onion skins. There's some cured egg yolks. You can compost a lot of stuff, don't come for me. Look at this guy! He's huge! Oh my god! The chickens. Guys, this is my, he's as big as my finger. Alright guys, well I'm all done. The pile has been moved to the second bay. I'm going to leave it uncovered for now, because it's supposed to keep raining today and that'll get it all wet. So I'll be doing an upcoming video about why I have my chickens set up the way they're set up, and then I will also be going in depth as to how that works for my compost system, more in depth than I just showed you guys today. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for joining me.